This episode of the Pickleball Show with Curtis Reese is brought to you in part by Gavin Fight of Resolute RE, the commercial real estate experts. Resolute RE is helping to bring more pickleball courts to the Lone Star State with free market analysis, site selection, and lease negotiations for your next pickleball center or restaurant or retail store. You name it, we can help. Ready to elevate your game? Visit the link in the episode description to learn more.
Hammer time. We're going to get into that later. But first of all, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Curtis Reese. Welcome to the show. We have a YouTube channel, a Spotify channel, now video, so look at that too. We're on iTunes and all that good stuff. News note, we will be going to New Orleans this weekend, July 26th to the 30th. We will be at the Wheelchair Veterans Pickleball Games. It's the first time they've had it ever. And Prime Mobility and Quantum Rehab has sponsored our show. Thank you so much. And Mom and Dad heal. I want you guys to get better. That's all I got. Now I'd like to welcome my guest here. His name is no more than Craig Bobo. He is at the Heights Athletic Club in Georgetown. Is that right? And he is on an NPL team. Not Rick. Woo, sorry, bro. Craig, what's up, my man? How are you?
Man, I'm doing great. It's great to join you, finally.
I know, man. I'm sorry about everything. Life gets in the way, and it's not fun. So thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. So let's get to it, Craig Bobo. Tell us about yourself a little bit, and then that'll lead us into the way of pickleball, what, where, when, why. But tell us where you're at right now, what's going on, and then tell us about how you got into pickleball. You, go.
Wow. I'll do it as fast as I can.
No, you got time.
Long-time tennis player my whole life.
Oh, yeah.
Mom and Dad got me into it, originally from Birmingham, Alabama. Mm-hmm. Even though I came a little early and was born in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Birmingham is our roots. Roll Tide, baby.
There you go.
But anyway, I've been in a tennis family. My dad and I were number one in father-son for a couple years in Texas. That was a lot of fun, and I was top 10 as a junior in Texas. Played Division I. 1 year at UTEP, and then Texas, what is now Texas State.
There you go.
Had a great team, a lot of great memories. In fact, senior year, we beat Rice when they were 16 in the country on the road at Rice Stadium. And the funniest story ever, Curtis, we walked out. We lost all three doubles matches in 3 sets. We were down 3-0. We pulled out 5 of the 6 singles. Larry Turvell, who unfortunately is no longer with us, great tennis guy, great coach over the years, was their coach at the time. And our coach, Neil Kinlan, we walked out and he said, boys, I want you to turn around. I want you to look at that stadium. We said, yes, sir. He said, we'll never be invited back there again.
Yeah, because you beat him.
That was awesome. Yeah.
That's great.
It was a classic, but I mean, tennis was really my whole life. I'd stayed in the industry, moved around, coached. In fact, Coach CJ Klinger, who is hot on the pickleball tour right now, the young tour and Major League Pickleball, and he's actually coached me in a few singles finals now. So the role has been reversed, and super cool. We'll talk about that a little bit more with NPL because he was cheering me on in Columbus last month. But anyway, tennis and I really was resistant to pickleball, Curtis. I think much like yourself, I mean, you've come into pickleball in the last 2-3 years. I don't know the exact time frame, but
2018.
You can share more with us about that. But man, same thing for me. I told Rick Witzkin. I was in Columbus running a club there, and that's where I met Carson. He goes by CJ now. Coached him, and I was captaining a nationals team, and we were playing out at the Darlington Tennis Center in Vegas. Rick was on, I believe, the 5-5 team that year, and I was on the 40s Open team. Matt Schiller and John Moore and a couple other big pickleball guys were with us. And I remember Rick said, hey, when we get back to the Midwest, why don't you drive over to Indy and try pickleball out? That was in 2016. And I said, I don't want anything to do with pickleball.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was really resistant to it. Fast forward a number of years, I make my way back to Texas and managing Westover Hills Club at the time. And Tim Klitsch, who has become a very good friend, and he's an Ohio boy. But anyway, Tim was playing on one of our 5-0 men's tennis teams, and I kept bugging him. I said, "Hey, Tim, I know you got a pickleball court in your backyard. When are you going to invite me over?" And before long, we had a Saturday morning group going, and so many great stars have kind of come out of that Saturday morning group. And then one thing led to another. I started competing and just having a blast. And didn't think I'd ever play singles again, Curtis, after all my years of playing tennis and then coaching. I thought too many miles were on the legs, and I've had a great year in singles. Made the APP Houston Open final and silver there, and then won the PPA Austin Open this year. I've had a couple other really good top 5 finishes, U.S. Indoors in Chicago, December, and then the U.S. Open. I finished in the top 15, made it in the main draw, won a few rounds. It's been great. And then this year, I was trying to decide on NPL, and I made the plunge. And you know what? It's been awesome. It's been more than I expected. The Houston Hammers have been amazing to me. NPL has done a great job. We can talk about that more, but that's kind of my story in a quick nutshell of where I've gone. Tennis most of my life, now pickleball, and I'm all in on pickleball. I'm still coaching some tennis too, but I'm not competing in tennis anymore. It's just all pickleball as far as competition goes.
Well, I will tell you this, and you probably remember this, but I remember watching you and your dad play a father-son tournament. It might have been the Cotton Bowl. It was a long time ago, but you guys played that a lot, and that was a big tournament back then. Anybody who's from Dallas knows, or anywhere in Texas knows how big that used to be. And I've seen you play, so it's just so much fun to see you and get you on, and I really appreciate it. And I love that you said that. I love that you said resistance. I'm dealing with that right now, and I'm moving on, but I will never name drop. But it does hurt because, I'm glad you said that. Thank you for saying, you know what, I'm all in. I turned it around because I started in 2018 at Royal Oaks. I was their first pickleball director before Jarrett got there. And then I left there in 2021 or 2020, and then went to T-Bar and did there for 2 years and left there. And so I'm journeyman to pickleball. I enjoy. I don't get to play as much though, man. I'm trying to get this full time, but I got to do tennis to supplement this right here and other things. But good. Well, so what paddle you use? What brand? You want to name drop a brand, a rep, or whatever you use? Tell us. We're gonna tag, and it's gonna boom. You're on this video. So you said your college. You said your dad. You said your coach, and who else you want to name drop? Who's your paddle brand? What's your paddle brand?
Well, I'm playing with Engage, and Engage has been great to me.
What paddle's that?
That was a paddle that Matthias loaned me, Johansson, and
he was on last year.
And I tried it out, and I thought, wow, this paddle feels amazing. And
is it good?
So I switched, and I've had even better results with that paddle this year. And
what kind is it? Engage? What style? What?
Well, I'm playing with a new Pro 1. It's great. It's got great power, great spin, but still some great control. And just having a lot of fun with it. They just sent me a couple more, and I'm so thankful to Engage. They've really taken care of me.
Engage Pickleball. Singles, doubles, or mixed? What's your flavor on those? What's your fly? Do you have a favorite partner? Do you just who's recently played with? Let us know what you think about those three events.
Wow, I'm really enjoying all three. They will cut you open, all three of them in different ways. You know this. From playing and from coaching.
They'll cut you open.
Yeah, they will. I mean, you have some peaks and valleys. There's no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've had some great victories that, you feel like you're on the mountaintop, and then the next moment you're shaking hands and or paddle tapping, and you're on the short end of the stick, and the games just get away from you so fast, so much faster than tennis. Even with timeouts, a game to 11, or even if it's in a tournament, it's game to 15, man, before you know it, it's on you. And to be able to make those adjustments, you got to make them a lot faster than tennis. And that's the piece of it that I'm still in the learning phase of, is making those adjustments. I think no pun intended, but I've learned how to make the adjustments faster in singles because it's a little more like tennis than I have in doubles. Although I did have a good weekend in men's doubles this past weekend in NPO, going 3-1, and mixed. I'm going to get back on the saddle Laura Bosky and I had a rough weekend, but we've had some good wins before, and last month had a couple good wins in Pod 2 with Stacy Potter from California. So I'm having fun with it all, and just really having fun being a part of a team again. I think we all enjoy that aspect of pickleball, because then you get two different types of experiences. You get your tournament experience where you're playing by singles, or even if you're playing doubles or mixed, you play the event, you're done after the day. The team event, man, you get in there on a Thursday.
Is it like
and
college?
We flew back Monday morning.
Do you let me ask you a question, being a former college standout at Texas State, which was Southwest Texas State back in the day. Craig Bobo. Craig Bobo is the general manager. Are you at the Heights still? You still at the Heights and all that? Tell us what facility you're at again.
Well, I was GM at the Heights for not quite a year and a half. Mm-hmm. Just had a blast moving from Westover. I'm still there teaching both tennis and pickleball. I've also built a court just right outside my house here, and so I'm doing a lot more coaching, doing some camps.
That's great.
I'm really having a blast with that. It really diving into, you'd appreciate this, the high level coaching in pickleball, and I think that's what's helping me kind of get my pickleball IQ faster. Because man, is that so important these days is to get that pickleball IQ.
Are you coaching? I like that, the way he said that. Craig Bobo here with us on the Pickleball Show with Curtis Reese, talking about pickle. And this man, he has an amazing story. I've been watching him for a while. I watch a lot of you people. I do. And I respect your body of work, and you all are, whoever comes on here, man, I really appreciate it. And your drive, I love that. But you said something I like about oh, dang it. Okay, I'm sorry. What's
pickleball IQ?
Yes, pickleball IQ. I love that. That's such a great way to put it. And that's what we call this, pickleball IQ. And so what are your thoughts about the college experience? I played college at smaller schools, Southeastern Oklahoma, and graduated in 97. But point is, I love the team environment. But I feel like in the MLP or the NPL, no disrespect, obviously, same thing. I see you guys cheering each other on chicken and pickle. Do you feel the same way?
Wow. Yeah, you got to go back and watch some of our videos of this past weekend.
Houston Hammers, right?
We have the Houston Hammers, amazing owners, amazing team, and we have a large hammer. And I got to give a shout out to my friend Rich Lively.
There you go.
Rich Lively gave us a hammer that I believe it was his daughter made. And it is, you got to check it out. Some of the pictures and look us up. Anybody that's watching the show, Houston, it is the coolest thing. So
what's it called?
It's a hammer, but Rich Lively gave it to us in Columbus. So here was the deal. At the time, both us and Columbus were in first place. And Rich said, "I'm bringing something to the match." And he messaged me directly and said, "Hey, I'm bringing something to the match." I said, "What is it?" He said, "You'll see after the match." And basically what he was doing was he brought it out actually right before we played the Team Breaker. We went to a Team Breaker with them in Columbus.
What's a Team Breaker?
It's a Team Breaker it's just another spinoff of the Dream Breaker from MLP. But the cool piece of it is everybody on the team that was in the lineup for that match has to play. And so you line up basically along the fence in order. The referees get you into order, and then you just you play two maximum 4 points at a time, and the next two come in, and the team could choose to do our mixed combinations or our gender combinations. So it's really, you don't know what you're going to get from any one team. And we've played in two so far. We lost a close one to Kansas City. Hats off to them and my buddy David George. And David, we're not overrated. I just got to say that right now. So we look at the season standings. David George,
numbers
Houston
don't lie.
Hammers are back in first place at 10-2 for this season so far. I'm just poking a little fun at David. David does a great job on the NPL podcast, and man, has he really taken his game to the next level and done some great stuff. But anyway, check that hammer out. So Rich gave us the hammer after we won that match, and now we carry the hammer with us to each event. One of our owners, Hugh, brings it in his new Tesla Cybertruck, and he'll bring it to the venue, and we bring it out, and so there's some pretty cool videos from this past weekend. You'll have to check it out.
I'm looking at him right now. I'm looking at him. I'm trying to find him
Yeah,
with the hammer somewhere.
but it's a huge hammer. It's got to be, I don't know, 7 feet tall.
Rich Lopez is on that team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is, right there. I can't find it. We'll look for it. All right, so let's go to top of the mix. Let's go to favorite shot. What's your favorite shot?
Oh, it's got to be right now.
Yeah.
The forehand hybrid.
And
the new hybrid.
Oh, nice. Right.
It's between a drive and a drop, rolling, and my forehand probably has to be my favorite shot. But the hybrid is really something that I feel like I'm doing well. Sherry Corder, who is a stud on our team, says I'm doing well with a hybrid, so I've got to keep working on it.
Never heard that one. I like that hybrid forehand. Cool. All right, who's your favorite player, male or female, junior player, whoever you're feeling, whoever's doing good right now? Because I know you're an amazing coach, amazing pro. I know you when you say this, it's objective. You're not leaving anybody out, so don't get mad if he leaves you out. I won't get mad at me if you leave me out as your favorite player. That's good. So who's your favorite player right now? Who you liking?
Well, it's got to be Carson, CJ Klinger, because I coached him in tennis, and I'm just enjoying watching how he's elevating his game.
That's fun to do. All right. So what's your favorite memory of pickleball so far?
Oh, wow.
I know. Reaching deep or going shallow?
Yeah, no, I mean, favorite memory, I've got one for singles, one for doubles, but
anyone you want.
The singles one was winning the PPA Austin Open, and they did a great job. They kept us on the grandstand course kind of the whole time, and I had to boot Jack Sock off my court a few times, and right before I played the final, I did again, and I said, actually, not. You know what, Jack? Just stay right here. Take my paddle.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So he said, "What division are you playing?" I said, "I'm playing senior pro." He said, "Hold on, let me go get my beard."
Oh, whatever.
That was pretty cool.
That's cool. He's a good dude.
Jack,
he's a good dude,
and he's fun to watch.
Yeah.
There's so many players that are fun to watch right now. And then in doubles, Dan Traxel and I had a great run. You were at the tournament, the Dallas Open last fall.
Walk rest past you. I remember Dan Traxel. Hey, Dan, how are you? He remembers me. I was at Brookhaven when he was there as a kid. That's great.
Dan and I had a great run. We had a few tremendous wins, and
good for him.
We beat John Sperling, Stefan Andren, and we beat Rich and Kim, Rich Lopez, Kim Forsyth.
Oh, yeah.
But then we lost in the bronze to gold match to Scott Moore and Chad Shane, and but that was probably my favorite doubles memory so far. It was awesome. There's been a few other great memories as well. Mary Beth Hinthorn and I won my first major tournament going out to the desert in Arizona, and we won 50s 5-0 gold medal. And then I thought it was just going to be all uphill from there, and it's been tough sledding since then. I've had to really work, but that was super fun as well. And so there's been a lot of great memories along the way.
There'll be more made. That's why I said some deep, some shallow. Shallow means just recent. Deep means way back. A long time ago, someone looked at me and goes, "You being a jerk?" I said, "No, I mean, no, not John." Saying no, I'm saying like recent means shallow. And she goes, "Oh," I was like, "Ooh." Obviously I edited that. But anyway, tell us about what you're working on right now. Tell us about what's in the future, what you're like. I said you got a court in your backyard. What do you have, an event or a tournament? Are you running? What's going on in your world, pickleball world, for the next few weeks?
Yeah, I also have a team in the Dallas Senior Pro League, as you know, the Hill Country Bandits, and
where's that?
We've got some matches in the Dallas Senior Pro League, not this weekend, but next weekend. We do have an event in Houston this coming Sunday, and you can go to the Houston Hammers website. Just Google us and find out more details about it. But we have kind of meet and greet, and we have some of the players will be there, and that's going to be a fun time this Sunday. And then, like I said, Dallas Senior Pro League. And then we're going right back on the road. We're in Kansas City for NPL. It's a quick 3-week turnaround this time. So not a lot of time for tournaments. There are a couple tournaments coming up that I'll be playing in. The Denver Senior Pro Tour tournament, which is towards the end of August. And then I'm hosting a tournament with Matthias in Albuquerque and with Jeremy up in Albuquerque, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And that's in September, the third weekend in September, and that'll be the first Senior Pro Tour tournament in Albuquerque. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then we've got Houston, September 13th through the 15th at the Pickleball Country Club. We will be playing in Houston all of NPL. So anybody in Texas, come down and watch all the teams play NPL September 13th through the 15th at the Pickleball Country Club, Houston, Texas. Going to be a lot of fun. And then the last one, season ending, we don't know where it's going to be yet, but that will be in mid-October, and that'll be the year-ending championship for NPL.
Wow.
So yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on, and then they'll be racing towards the end of the year, with UPA national championships right there in Dallas, and a couple other tournaments. APP Dallas Open is in October as well. I'll be up there.
Is that in Oasis? Where's that at?
What's that?
Nothing. I'm trying to figure. Don't worry about it. Sorry, keep going. APP. Okay, what else are you doing?
APP Dallas Open will be in your backyard. That's the first weekend in October, and so it's going to be a busy rest of the year. Just going to be teaching a lot, competing, and traveling a lot as well.
All right, so let's go on. What's your favorite? This is a fan favorite. Seriously, I never could say that. Not that we have a million fans, but this is the favorite. This is one of the favorite parts we get the most feedback on is that they like is the favorite drill for someone that walks on the court that's a beginner. What's your favorite drill for that?
I really work on. Obviously, you always start with dinks, and I just really set a rule with beginners of you want to dink and drop 80% of the time cross court, and then 20% of the time down the line to the outside foot. You don't want to hang anything in the middle, and then working on drops as well. Transition into the resets, and I go pretty aggressive with the resets to get them learning how to reset pretty quick. So that's what I like to do.
So, what is your favorite rule to tell people that they need to remember? Mine, what I always say is, and I always say this, is you can step in the kitchen, you can't volley in the kitchen. Because for some unknown reason, like 2018 or 19, there were people, pickleball is getting better here in Dallas. There were some people that were telling people that.
Right.
So do you have a rule you like to tell somebody who walks in the court? I just say that's what I tell them. If you remember anything from this drill, you can step in the kitchen, you can't volley in the kitchen. All right?
You got any rules? There's so many. Yeah. There's so many different athletes coming over to pickleball from different sports. Yeah. And I think, when you have people that are coming over from different racket sports as well, whether it be racquetball or it could be badminton or table tennis, played with a national champion, Tony Hong, in table tennis, and he's coming on pickleball pretty fast. But even he forgot, and he took one out of the air, this weekend after serving. Oh, yeah. And so really, the two bounce rule is so critical. So many tennis players, they just want to hit that underhand serve and charge forward, right?
Yes, I did that. Yeah, we all did that when we first start.
Yeah. So they got to remember that.
There you go. First two balls bounce. And and everybody may think, that's common knowledge. No, it's forgotten about, especially when you get nervous, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or you want to win. All right. So let's go to in the kitchen. This is where we talk about you. And we're just going to make this is a quick hit. So favorite band right now, what are you jamming to?
Well, I have to really use a band in the past because
there's nothing wrong with that.
But I didn't send you a picture, but
send me one.
Taught for the general manager of Bon Jovi when I was playing college tennis up in New York for 2 summers, and so I got to spend some time with the band. Got some cool pictures of Bon Jovi and
nice. Send them to me, man. We'll add them to your thing. That's awesome. So you like Bon Jovi? Nothing wrong with that. I would too. He's got the best teeth and hair in the world. Okay, so let's talk about favorite movie, maybe from the past or maybe right now.
Remember the Titans.
There we go. What is your favorite sports team?
Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll Tide, baby.
There you go. There's no hesitation on that. All right. Favorite pets? You have animals, pets? What's your favorite pets?
Yeah. I've always had dogs in my life. And
doggies.
So, we've got a 96-pound. She's part husky and part boxer. Name's Lacey. She's huge.
We have a 60-pound dog named Chief, who's a Labradoodle. God. Woo. like me when I was a kid. And then we have a little one, Havanese, named Gus. All right. So now we're going to go to this new segment, Craig Bobo. It's called In or Out.
All right, bring it on.
I ask you a series of questions, maybe 2, 3, and they might be personal. They might be pickleball related. They might be whatever I want. But if you choose to come back, and hopefully you will, we'll keep a tally to see who's in and who's out more. All right. So this first In and Out. Speaking with Craig Bobo here. Lives over there in Georgetown, right? You live in Georgetown?
That's
awesome.
correct.
That's between Austin and Waco. Amazing city. All right, In or Out. Our dog Chief decided to eat a sock, and he stopped eating. And he was acting really lethargic. We couldn't really figure out that's what it was yet. But then we took him in. Then, like, after 2 days of monitoring, he wasn't right. My wife was like, something's wrong with him. So we walk in there in the vet, and Chief's just really lethargic. And this vet starts going at the dog. And I'm like, what the heck? And so anyway, after it was all said and done, he had a sock. He pooped out. Thank God it would have been $2,000 to get rid of. But apparently he had CBD because he was peeing himself for some stuff I didn't see. Anyway, that happened 2 weeks ago. In or out?
Out.
In. I don't know where the CBD thing came from. Swear to God.
Got to be on that.
But I know. But listen though. I mean, seriously, the vet was doing this and they were trying to figure out, so they had to do a test, and that's what happened. And I have
Did it really cost $2,000?
No, not that. Well, if the sock would have stayed in there, but the sock was the primary problem. But we brought him in, and he had eaten something, and I don't know where it came from. But the point is, he got a test, and they were doing that to see if he'd flinch to watch his pupils. Who knew? All right, I got in.
Wow.
Right, another one. Speaking of college coaches, my man, Coach Oscar Blair. My my sophomore year of college, I was playing the number 2 guy at Southeastern, Clay Tipton, yeah. And I won the first set, and I lost the second. Coach Blair walks up to me, big old man, bless your soul, bro. Saved my life, that guy did. He walks up to me and goes, puts his big old meaty hands on top of me. He has a straw hat, and goes, all right, Puddin'. I go, why are you calling me Puddin'? He goes, I'm just trying to calm you down. He starts patting my back. I go, why are you patting my back? He goes, look, Coach Baxter's over there watching, and it's your meal ticket. And I go, why are you telling me this right now? This is the third set. He goes, I'm just letting you know, if you win this, you're in. You get a ride to Southeastern. So I look at him, I go, that's incredibly bad coaching right now. Incredibly bad. I walked. I won the match, went to Southeastern, graduated in 97. So, in or out? Did that happen? In or out?
In.
You're right. He got it. That's it, man.
There's no way you can make that up.
That's true. But that first one was stumpy. My wife's going to kill me when I say I did it, but whatever. Anyway, well, that's all we got for the show today, man. I mean, you got anything you want to? How do people get in touch with you to watch your Houston Hammers or watch you play a match or email you? Maybe want some coaching? How would somebody get in touch with you, Craig?
Yeah, I mean, you can email me at justlovepickleball@gmail.com. You can also just look me up, man. I'm on social media everywhere.
He is. And LinkedIn.
Pretty easy to find me.
Yes, sir. And
or drive down to Georgetown, Texas.
I might do that. Hey, listen, I want for you to at that tournament in October, I want to do a feed with you and Matthias. I won't be there. I'll be here, but I can have you guys on, and we can talk about the tournament if you'd like to do that in October.
That'd be awesome.
I'm going to remind you. I won't forget. All right. Well, I'm Curtis. I can be reached at curtis@reesebracketsports.com or Curtis Reese Pickleball on the World Wide Web. And I lost the mouse. There it is. Oh, wait. Hold on. There it is. Well, that's all we got today, kids. Anything else we got going on here?
Out.
You're out?
No.
Shut up, dude. You're crazy, man. Coming through. That's not how you do it. There's no rhyme or reason for me or how I got the show. That's all I got. Did you have fun?
I had fun. That was a blast.
Was it? All right, I'll cut it there. I was trying to make something funny, but it wouldn't work out well. You know what I mean?